Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I have another amazing case study for you. I'm going to show you how we took a brand from generating around $10,000 a month through their email marketing to over $140,000 a month in just 6 months. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can implement this exact strategy for your e-commerce brand to start generating a minimum of 20 to 30% of monthly revenue directly through your email and SMS marketing efforts. I'm going to be covering the campaign structures and setups, the winning automated flows that actually allowed us to scale, and as well as the audience segmentations that we completed in the account to send highly personalized emails. Now, like always, guys, before I go ahead and actually dive into the account, all of the links are in the description as always. Whether you want to work with us on the agency side for your brand, we're specialists in everything from paid advertising, email and SMS marketing, conversion rate optimization, and user-generated content. And we're pretty much a full stack growth partner for 7- and 8-figure brands, helping them scale, like I just mentioned, through those services. And on the contrary, if you're interested in perhaps a one-on-one coaching from myself and my team, whether you're a smaller brand that perhaps maybe can't afford our services just yet, or you're on the agency side, the link to our inner circle is down there as well. Now, as always, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could go ahead and drop a like. It really does help with the algorithm and it makes sure that this video can get out to the right people. So without further ado, let's dive into the Klaviyo account. Okay, guys, so obviously we are now into the live Klaviyo account. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a refresh that it is legit. So in the last 6 months, we took over in April. You can see April they did $15,000 in revenue from Klaviyo, $30,000, $45,000, $40,000, $88,000, all the way to $140,000 a month, just email marketing. And I'm going to show you exactly how we did that. You can see the split down in the month of September was 68% of revenue coming through flows. I'll walk you through which exact flows, how we set those up, and a 32% of revenue coming directly through our campaigns. Okay, guys, so to break this down a little bit further, the flow performance is as follows. In March, $900, April, $8K, May, $18,000, June, $18,000, July, $21,000, August, $51,000, and September we finished at $94,000 being generated from flows, and vice versa on the campaign side. Overall, we generated $147,000. You can see the increasing to the month of August from $37,000 to September. We added nearly an extra $10,000 in revenue just from the campaigns, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did this. So before we actually dive into the campaigns and the flows that we were using, it's important for you to understand the audiences that we were sending these emails to. So as far as the list goes, we broke things down into a few different segmentations, and it's actually going to be very specific and probably different for the majority of brands. If you look back in some of our previous email trainings, you'll notice we're missing quite a few audience segmentations here, but for the specific brand, I almost can't even describe the brand and the product. It's very niche. It's something essentially a wedding gift. So there's a little bit of, like, there's actually inquiries that are involved here, not necessarily adding to cart. So it's a little bit different, but these are the segmentations that we're using for this performance. So opened, but didn't purchase the email, bounced, total new subscribers who have purchased, subscribers via our pop-up, just essentially kind of breaking down into different places from where they came from for tracking purposes. And then we obviously have our potential purchasers, right? So people who have reached out to the sales team but didn't end up buying, repeat buyers, and VIP customers. And especially with this brand, there's a lot of gifting involved and re-gifting. So the VIP and repeat customers list is going to be potentially huge as we look to scale this brand. And moving over to flows, guys, if you want to go back and check out some of the previous trainings, like I mentioned, flows are really important because they're essentially feeding off of actions or engagements that people are taking and engagements that people are taking from certain audience segments. So we have abandoned cart flow, browse abandonment, customer thank you, and we have a different flow versus a new customer and a returning customer. Abandoned carts, abandoned checkouts, which we kind of already stated, but we're A/B testing a few different ones there. New event anniversary. Obviously, like I mentioned, guys, this is a wedding product. So we're really making sure that we're kind of niching down into the fact that obviously there's, anniversaries, things like this, and we're creating different flows for that. So we have an anniversary flow, a sunset checkout flow, obviously our welcome series, and a win back series. And these are all basic flows. But guys, depending on your brand and the volume that you're pushing in as far as traffic and overall revenue, if you can just simply get these simple audience segmentations set up along with these flows, you're more than halfway there from generating consistent monthly revenue from your email marketing. And as far as campaigns go, guys, the main thing that we're just looking at here is I don't want to break down each individual campaign because it doesn't necessarily matter, right? Each of these campaigns are targeted around a specific product, a specific newsletter, a specific release. So it really is specific pertaining to your individual brand. But what I want you to notice is just the main KPIs that we're focused on every single week, every single month, trying to improve, because at the end of the day, we can only control what we can control. And that's going to be your deliverability, your open rate, your click-through rate, and your revenue per recipient. So just over the last 30 days, we've seen a nearly 13% increase in average open rates. We're doing quite a bit of testing here as far as subject lines, and that's reached just over 71%. Not too much of an improvement over the last 30 days on the average click-through rate, but we're testing adding a lot more call to actions here, just making them a little bit clearer. We would like to see this above a 2 to 3%. And as you can see here, our email revenue per recipient is nearly $1, which is honestly just due to the fact of how high the average order value is with this brand. But it's allowing us to understand that, hey, if we're spending close to $1 on email marketing, on average, this brand is making a very fat profit and return on the back end. So at the end of the day, what would I say actually attributed to this major improvement in scale in their email marketing? Simply the basics. This brand was utilizing email marketing, but they weren't utilizing the in-depth performance of Klaviyo, making sure that they're segmenting their audiences specific to their own brand and setting up high-level flows. Like I mentioned, things like an anniversary flow, which allows us to dive deeper into the customer avatar and not always have to rely on creating new email designs and campaigns every single week. A lot of the heavy lifting, as you can see, is being done by 68% of that revenue is being done by the email flows. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut this off here. We have a ton of free trainings on our YouTube channel on how to grow your email list. What are the top audience segmentations you need for your brand? So I'm not going to dive into that just today, but as always, guys, if you need help perhaps with email and SMS marketing, the links in the description to work with our agency are there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.